In part on the voice of the Bulldogs by Two Hats Ranch. Now, here are the voices of Ferris State Bulldog football, Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to this live edition of the Bulldog Blitz football radio show. We're live actually from Applebee's here in Big Rapids, proud supporters of the Bulldogs as we gear up for the Anchorbone Classic. Of course, this Saturday at 1 p.m. kickoff as the nation's #1 ranked Ferris State Bulldogs will take on rival Grand Valley State. Should be an outstanding game as I'm joined by Sandy Golston, of course, color commentator here for Bulldog football for the next hour or so with some special guests coming and a great event here tonight at Applebee's.
Yeah, this is a great event here, and you know it's a pleasure for us to be in the community and to be out here at Applebee's. And you know, when you look at the week that's ahead and getting an opportunity to play Grand Valley here at home, finally get a chance to play Grand Valley here at home, it's just really, really exciting, and looking forward to hearing from some of our guests and getting their perspectives on it. But obviously it's always a great week when you get the Anchorbone Classic and it finally gets to come back to Big Rapids.
The Bulldogs coming off a big win, 38-10 over Michigan Tech last Saturday to improve to 7-0 overall. Always a long trip to the Upper Peninsula, but the Bulldogs came away with a great victory on the road.
Yeah, we definitely felt that long road trip, 14-plus hours going back and forth from Big Rapids to Houghton and back to Big Rapids. But it's worth it when you go there and you have the team play well against a really good Michigan Tech team. Came in with just one loss, and so we knew it was going to be tough competition, but it was really great for the Bulldogs to step into that tough competition. We had a lot of young players in some key positions, but they played well in that game. Defense continues to play really good football, and so it's really exciting to see the trajectory that this team is on right now. A big win against Michigan Tech on the road, and then you come back home and you get Grand Valley.
Great evening here planned. Great way to kick off the busy week here during Anchorbone Week. Of course, later on tonight from 7 to 9, we'll have some student athletes on hand signing some autographs. A couple of those Bulldog football players, Jarvis, Windom, Wyatt that we hope to talk to here in the second half hour of our show here tonight. They'll be here signing autographs. All Ferris State fans wearing their FSU gear could get 20% off here at Applebee's here in Big Rapids, and just a great way to kind of kick off a busy week with home volleyball, home soccer, a basketball event that we'll talk more about on Friday night as well.
Yeah, it's really great. I mean, it was a little bit of a quiet home weekend, of course, last weekend, but you know, now we're kind of making up for it, and it's going to be great to have so many of our teams at home. That brings a lot of alums back. It really fires up the community. They have a chance to not only take in, of course, Bulldog football is the big game that everybody's looking at. Bulldogs nationally top ranked in the country, but volleyball also nationally ranked in the country and playing really, really well, coming off a historic season last year. And so there's just a lot of excitement about Ferris State Athletics, and when you have multiple teams playing at home over a weekend, it just really gets the energy flowing. You can feel it in the sports complex, and you can feel it out in the community.
We'll talk more about ticket sales, but we encourage fans to get tickets early. Already a great draw here for Saturday's game. You can purchase tickets online, ferrisstatebulldogs.com/tickets. Expecting a huge crowd. First time the Bulldogs have hosted Grand Valley State here in Big Rapids since 2022.
Yeah, it's been like 4 games straight in Allendale. Of course, a couple of those were playoff games, but it's really great. I mean, this is such a big rivalry when you really put it on the national stage at Division II. I don't think there's really any better. There's some other good rivalries across the country, but I think this one, just with the proximity of the two teams, not as close as Washita and Henderson State, of course, because you're right across the street from each other. But when you think of also that both teams have been really excelling nationally, 7 combined national championships between the two schools, and almost always 2 nationally ranked teams, oftentimes 2 top 5 teams. It really just adds to what's already a great rivalry.
We were out there in practice today. Been a great week of preparation for the Bulldogs. This is going to be a team on Saturday that I'm sure is going to be ready to play at kickoff time.
Yeah, I mean, they know what's at stake, and you know, the first goal for the team is really to line up a GLIAC championship. And so if you're going to win a GLIAC championship, we've seen over the years, recent years at least, that the margin for error is really slim, and a lot of times it's come down to Ferris and Grand Valley. And so that makes this game very important. Does it mean you clinch the championship for the GLIAC? No, but it certainly puts you in a really strong position coming down the stretch of the season.
Ferris State, of course, hosting Grand Valley State on Saturday in the Anchorbone Classic. We'll have more of the Bulldog Blitz football radio show live from Applebee's in Big Rapids after this 2-minute break on Sunny 97.3.
Stuck between identities, Douglas Quaid must solve the one mystery that has come to define him. Who am I? And why is my truck's brake sound louder than a Westinghouse M27 phase plasma pulse rifle?
Fortunately, his answers would come from a familiar ally.
Of course, Johnson's Automotive. Committed and honest quality work. They fix foreign cars too.
But the race was on.
You think you can beat me? I am the law.
Johnson's Automotive, now showing off Northland Drive, just north of Big Rapids, and always online at johnsonsautopr.com.
Do you have life insurance? Life insurance is important for the financial security of your loved ones. The Schuberg Insurance Agency has been a top 25 agency for auto owners' life insurance. With many types of life insurance available, it can be challenging to find out what life insurance policy is right for you. Contact the Schuberg Insurance Agency and Auto Owners Insurance for a free consultation on your life insurance needs. 231-796-5881 or visit our website at SchubergAgency.com. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, and education-based.
It's time to be.
Fall is here, and caramel apple cider is back at Bigby Coffee. The sweet and spiced favorite blends Bigby Coffee's caramel with crisp apple cider, finished with whipped cream, a caramel drizzle, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Sip it hot, iced, or frozen. Either way, it's fall in a cup, and it's only available at Bigby Coffee at 840 South State Street in Big Rapids.
It's time to be.
When it comes to winning sports, our Ferris State Bulldogs make us proud.
And when it comes to your next new or used vehicle, come see our award-winning team here at Baker Auto Group here in Big Rapids.
Why? Because you get a great deal and so much more.
Choose from 6 different brands, including Chevrolet, GMC,
Jeep,
Chrysler, Dodge,
and Ram.
Plus, you get an award-winning service department right here in Big Rapids at the Baker Auto Group.
Go Bulldogs.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Bulldog Blitz Football Radio Show, presented by Two Hats Ranch. Big thanks as well to Fox Motors of Cadillac and Reed City for their support here of the show. Live tonight from Applebee's here in Big Rapids as the Bulldogs get set for the Anchorbone Classic this Saturday, a 1 p.m. kickoff at Top Taggart Field. Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston with you, and joined now by Ferris State University's Nate Jacobs, who handles the corporate partnerships here. And Nate, first of all, welcome to the show.
Rob, Sandy, thanks for having me. We're really excited, and great night here at Applebee so far.
Of course, Applebee's a proud sponsor here of the Bulldogs. Just talk about what that corporate partnership means here for Ferris State Athletics.
Yeah, I mean, with Ferris State, we recognize all of the opportunities for local and regional businesses to get involved with all that we do. And so Applebee's nights just like this were a great way to draw a crowd out and celebrate a pretty big weekend upcoming, which I'm sure we'll talk on in a second here. And we have a real fun time doing it.
Of course, we'll have some student athletes signing autographs as well coming up later on tonight from 7 to 9. If I remember all the names correctly, Wyatt Bauer, Jarvis Windom from the Ferris State football team. We'll have Emily May and Haley Wigner from the Ferris State volleyball team. Emerson Lekomsky along with Catherine Welch from Bulldog Soccer. So nice to see all three of those fall sports represented here this evening.
Yeah, really exciting to get these athletes out in the community. We obviously see them in their sports quite a bit, so to meet them face to face and maybe learn a little bit about them that you wouldn't have known otherwise is something we're really excited for, and I know the athletes are excited themselves.
Of course, a great way to highlight the partnership here with Applebee's, but also a great way for fans to come out, take advantage of some of the specials here going on tonight.
Yeah, all fans in Ferris gear receive 20% off their Applebee's order. Applebee's is running $1 margaritas tonight for this event, so we're excited about that. And once again, just really a great time of fellowship before a really big Bulldog weekend.
Of course, Ferris State taking on Grand Valley State, and I know some other activities going on in conjunction with the game on Saturday. Special live show from the D1 Rejects social media platform that'll take place from 10 to 12:15 out by the IRC building just across the tailgate lot from Top Taggart Field, and part of the campus community's fan zone that you've tried to implement here this fall.
Yeah, Rob, it's something exciting and something new for the Bulldog faithful this year, finding ways to, once again, get our businesses out and interacting with the fans and crowds that we draw in, which, I mean, it's been great. We have things for all ages, whether it's bounce houses or bench press bars, golf challenges, so many fun games, prizes, and of course a really cool show is going to be hosted out of our fan zone this weekend. So if you haven't seen it yet, make sure to come check it out. Located directly outside the IRC there in front of Top Taggart Field. Lots of fun, lots of tailgating fun, and we can't wait for it. Excuse me.
Well, I definitely want to thank you, Nate, because getting this here at Applebee's, home of the elite spinach and artichoke dip, one of my favorite pieces to have here anytime I come here. So personally, thank you for that. But what's it like for you to be able to work on these corporate sponsorships and to really build these relationships that really connect Ferris with a lot of business, not only in Big Rapids, Mecosta County, but beyond?
I think my favorite thing, Sandy, is watching these businesses visit our athletic events and see these things come to life. I remember talking with Applebee's this summer, and I told them, I said, if we can play those Dan Campbell commercials at our athletic events, they're going to be a hit. I said, they're going to be a hit. And I think they have been so far this year. Obviously, we have Dan Campbell featured at our athletic events with the Ultimate Trio, which is a really cool deal that Applebee's offers. Pick 3 for $14.99, along with everything else that Applebee's offers. So just watching them see it come to life and see that our fans engage with it and enjoy it. And once again, for our fans, they're seeing these businesses now support Bulldog Athletics, which is near and dear to them. So it's a really full circle moment, and I think it's a mutually beneficial relationship once again.
Yeah, I think for me, one of the great things about working at Ferris Athletics is being able to connect with the student athletes, being able to connect with the coaches and the fans, their families, the student athletes and coaches. What's that been like for you? I mean, because a lot of the work that you're doing and the partnerships that you're creating involve our coaches, our student athletes, and our fans. What's that like to really engage with those people that are passionate about Ferris State and Ferris State Athletics?
It's fantastic. I came from a non-collegiate athletic background, and seeing the dedication and the commitment that our coaches, our athletes, really anybody involved with the athletic department has been something that I definitely don't take for granted, and I can appreciate on their behalf. We joke all the time, I think there's a couple coaches that might sleep in their office from time to time because they're there so much, and so that's been great internally. And then the fans, I think sometimes it gets taken for granted because it's the normal for us, but we have such a loyal and diehard fan base at our events, and once again, eternally grateful for the support that we get from our fan base.
Well, personally, I also, while we're on personal appreciations, you being able to share some of the office space with me to help welcome me to the athletic department, really appreciate that. But what's it like, because, we're all working together and we're not always working, precisely on the same things at the same time, but we're all working toward a shared goal. What's it like working with the staff in the athletic department?
I'd say we're pretty similar to the football team, where your receivers are running routes and your linemen are blocking. You're doing two different things, but obviously all working towards the same goal, and that's what we do, right? I think everybody in the department wears a few hats, and that's one of the things that I love most about my job is, one day you're doing X and the next day you're doing something completely different. So it's been great. Ferris State Athletics, we're a family. It's been fantastic.
And what's it's going to be like? You're going to be adding Molly to the family. What's that like? She's already dove in, and she's already been doing some work, and of course that work's going to continue to grow.
Yeah, Molly Sessa is a public relations student currently at Ferris. She's getting ready to graduate in December and will remain with the department after graduation. She's played a pivotal role in our partnerships, small things from just meeting partners to a lot of the creative work that maybe I don't excel at. She's fantastic on the back end. So she's been great. We're excited to see more of her, but really excited to grow as a department, and I'm excited to see what that other person can do for us as a department moving forward.
And one more question for me. What's it going to be like on Saturday for you, and how early are you going to get there? And, are you going to sleep at Wheeler Pavilion overnight, or are you going to just make sure you get there early?
My commute home isn't too far, and I'm grateful for that. But it will be an early morning. We'll be out setting up the fan zone very early. Rob mentioned the Division I Reject show coming to the fan zone. We're super excited for that. I think we're going to draw in a good crowd. And then from game time, we'll have volleyball at 5 o'clock that night. So it'll be an early morning and a late night, but I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Mm-hmm. Dave, before we let you go, you just mentioned campus communities and the fan zone on Saturday. Of course, got to give a plug to them as well for Friday night. The Dogs After Dark event that they're helping sponsor. Jim Wake Arena, a chance to come out and meet the Ferris State men's and women's basketball teams. A Midnight Madness type event, but it's going to be a little bit earlier at 7 o'clock, so it should be a fun night.
Yeah, it should, absolutely. We're expecting a great crowd from the students. Lots of fun games and prizes. Coach Kurt and Coach Alex have worked tirelessly to make this a great event. First look at both the men's and women's program for the year. Lots of fun going on. One lucky student is going to have the chance to win $10,000, which is something we haven't done in past years. So a lot of new, but a lot of the same, and we're really excited to kind of kick off the basketball season this Friday night.
Before we let you go, we're going to put you on the spot here. Quick scoring prediction for Saturday's Anchor Bone Classic.
Ooh. Let's go 54-14 Bulldogs.
I like it.
Oh, Nate coming out strong. All right.
Well, Nate Jacobs, of course, handles all the corporate partnerships. We appreciate all you do, and thanks for setting this up here at Applebee's tonight.
Thank you guys for having me, and let's have a great day.
We'll be back with more of the Bulldog Blitz football radio show after this 2-minute timeout here on Sunny 97.3.
The first time you saw her, your heart went boom. And from your first date, you just couldn't stop thinking about her. I'm Susan Miedema. That was a few years ago now. And for all that thinking about her all the time, well, you couldn't stop then, and you still can't. This anniversary, surprise her with a diamond from Rogers Jewelers. It tells her that for every minute she spends thinking of you, you're thinking of her. Just like years ago, but even better. Rogers Jewelers, downtown Big Rapids.
Looking for some good weekend food and fun? Well, Crankers has it with Seafood Fridays and their all-you-can-eat fish fry, plus some of the best seafood around Mid-Michigan, featuring Hush Puppy Shrimp Cocktail, pan-seared grouper, fish tacos, along with wild-caught Lake Superior broiled whitefish and North Atlantic haddock. On Saturdays and Sundays, Crankers features choice prime rib of beef with au jus, mashed potatoes, gravy, and Caesar salad for only $19. It's Crankers' way of saying thank you for the last 28 years. Crankers Restaurant and Brewery, 213 South State Street in Big Rapids.
For exceptional oral care from Grand Rapids to Reed City, trust the Center for Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. With 2 convenient locations in Rockford and Grand Rapids, we make even complex procedures seem easy. Whether you need wisdom teeth removed, multiple tooth extractions, or a dental implant consultation, we offer flexible scheduling. Our team works seamlessly with your general dentist to provide safe and accessible care. Call us today at 616-361-7327 or visit GrandRapidsOralSurgery.com.
For equipment, supplies, and service you like best, Preferred Office Machines. Preferred Office Machines. Name brands you can count on. And a well-trained company for consistency and reliability. You can afford the quality. For equipment, supplies, and service you like best, Preferred Office Machines. Preferred Office Machines.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Bulldog Blitz football radio show presented by Two Hats Ranch. Thanks as well to Fox Motors of Cadillac and Reed City. Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston with you, joined here at Applebee's tonight by Athletic Director Steve Brockelbank as the Bulldogs get ready to face Grand Valley State here this Saturday in the Anchorbone Classic. And Steve, first of all, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and it's great to be here at Applebee's. And I want to thank Nate for all of his work and making this a reality for us. So it's good to have Applebee's on board as a partner, and it's great to be in here. This is a great setup.
Of course, Ferris State here on Saturday going to host Grand Valley State for the first time since 2022. I think
it's been a while, right? It's
4 straight games have been played at Lubber Stadium.
Yeah.
If you count the 2 playoff games, what's it like having them back here?
I want to see if my wife will join us and talk about the fact that we haven't been here at home since 2022.
You mean she might have an opinion about that?
She's got a really strong opinion about that. So, but yeah. Okay, sorry, Rob.
Well, I was just going to say, having them here at home, just how much does that mean, having them here in Big Rapids to play this game?
Yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, it's obviously a huge football game, and in a lot of respects, one is it's a rivalry game, which is significant in itself. And then, when you look at the fact that they're a quality football program, we're a quality football program. You talk about a couple of the premier football programs in the country. Ferris State and Grand Valley are certainly in that conversation year in and year out, and so having the opportunity to showcase it in front of your fans at home and not make a lot of people have to travel down to Grand Rapids, I think is helpful and significant. And so, yeah, I'm excited for it. From a revenue standpoint, of course, I love it as the athletic director. I know a lot of other people aren't thinking about that, but I am, as we track ticket sales every day. And so you mentioned it earlier, and I do think it is important just to point out to folks that we will cap ticket sales at some point. So we did that, back in 22 when they were here. We stopped selling tickets just prior to kick because of the fact that stadium can only hold so many. And we have an advantage with that facility in the fact that there is a lot of standing room. Yeah. But at some point, people just can't even see, when they get themselves in those standing room sections. And so, we had to shut it down. So I do want to encourage people to get your tickets early. Don't assume that you're going to be able to get a ticket game day at the gate, because you could be sorely mistaken with that, because at some point we will shut off ticket sales just for safety reasons, security reasons, and the fact that we want people to have a good experience. So please buy them early.
Of course, tailgate lots on Saturday, open at 10 a.m., kickoff at 1 o'clock. And for many of those fans maybe coming to Top Taggart for the first time, they're going to see the new construction at the north end of the stadium with the new residence hall going on. What's it been like just seeing that facility kind of go up?
Oh, it's really cool to see that, and I think that's step one of what we hope will be a continual process of development at Top Taggart Field, beginning with obviously the north end, as you mentioned, and then progressing our way to the south end. And so I think that's really exciting. The other part that's kind of cool about it is I don't know if people have noticed this already, but I have. It's getting louder in there because that scoreboard and that sound system points right into that building, and so it echoes off that building, and so it's provided a little bit of a sound enhancement inside of Top Taggart. But no, it's a great start to what I think we all envision that facility can be, and we hope that it will be. So yeah, excited that we're got step one going.
And I want to go back to you were shouting out Nate Jacobs and the work that he's been doing, and I want to dive a little bit deeper into that and have you talk a little bit about those corporate relationships that Nate is working to build, not only in Big Rapids and Mecosta County, but even beyond, getting down into the Grand Rapids area as well. That's got to be something that really means a lot to you and really to the entire university. Yeah,
it's important for us, right, to develop those relationships with our partners. It's important, I think, one, it gets them engaged with us, which is really, really important. It's great community outreach. Gives us a chance to expand our geographic footprint. You talked a little bit about that, Nate, going out and reaching out to some folks outside of the Big Rapids area, which is important for us. Obviously, it's important for us from a revenue standpoint. We know there's more and more demand on college athletic departments, even at the Division II level, and of course we have Division I hockey. But we feel those fiscal demands on us as well. And so Nate's done a wonderful job of bringing folks into the fold, making sure that we create these wonderful partnerships where there's value for both sides, value for our corporate partnerships and our partners, and value for us as an athletic department. And I think tonight's a great example of that. You can see the value here, and I think Applebee's hopefully is benefiting by us being here, and I know we're appreciative of that. And obviously we value from the partnership with Applebee's.
And, we've got, a lean and mean athletic department that a lot of people are really working hard. But I know you're really proud, Steve, and I want you to talk about the academic center that we've been able to develop and what that's done to really show the emphasis that Ferris State and Ferris State Athletics is putting on the student part of the student-athlete experience.
Yeah, and this credit, I'm going to talk about it, but really this is something that we talked about early on, and I have to give Sarah Higley and Kim Hancock a lot of credit, because we wanted to create this academic center for our student athletes to provide them another level of support. And Ferris State University does a wonderful job of providing academic support to students, right? They have great tutoring services, and there's lots of layers of support, but we wanted to create something internally inside of athletics that was convenient for our student athletes in a location that they've visited on a regular basis, which is the athletic facilities. And so we wanted to house there, but we knew we needed a full-time position to really make that happen. And so Sarah Higley, Kim Hancock, there were a lot of people involved, but I want to point out the two of them went out and went after an NCAA grant to allow us to create this position, to have a person in there full-time, and there's also a graduate assistant in there now. So we have two people in there every day, all day, working with our student athletes. It's an awesome room. When you walk by there, you'll see it full of student athletes. There's computers in there. There's desks in there for them to study. They manage the study tables. They do a great job of communicating with our coaches in regards to the needs of our student athletes academically, where they're seeing struggles, where they can interject and help. And so it's an awesome level of support. It's really cool when you walk down that hallway too. We don't really have a name for that hallway, but I almost wish we did, because you have the national championships and all the trophies on one side, but then on the other side, we got up our academic champions board, and I know we're going to put up a graduation board here at some point. So you just feel like you're walking through this hallway of success, right? And not only athletic success, but academic success. And then, Joey Stout's doing some wonderful things with our community service, our dogs program. And so we're going to get that information up too, and some pictures of that going on. So when you think about success as an athletic administrator, you want a success obviously on the athletic field. There's no question. That's, we all want to win and we're competitors at heart. But you also want to see your student athletes become winners in the classroom.
Yes.
You want to see them be winners in the community. You want to see them develop themselves, their character. And so when you walk down the hallway, you start to get a sense or a feel for that holistic picture of what we're trying to accomplish at Ferris State.
And then, getting back to the gridiron, because obviously you probably have heard we got a big game coming up this weekend. And so talk about, there's so much work, and that we don't just all show up on Saturday. There's so much work that goes behind the scenes. Talk about the staff that you work with in the athletic department and beyond, and the work that they do to really make games like this possible, because there are a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, I got to give Josh Lydham a ton of credit here. I got to give him a shout out. He oversees our game operations for this particular event, and we had our third meeting this morning. And when I say a meeting, it's a big meeting. There's 20-some people or close to it that participate in these meetings. Everybody from security, police, the president's office. There's just a lot of moving pieces, right? And so I do have to give Josh a lot of credit for the work that he's done to organize this game, because it is a big undertaking. When you bring that many people to campus, it's pretty challenging for sure. And one of the things that's unique about Ferris, and really I think cool, is that our football stadium, Top Taggart, is in the center of campus.
It is.
And so that's pretty unique. Not a lot of campuses have that, where their football stadium is in the center of campus. But with that location, there are some challenges that we have that you wouldn't have if it was a standalone facility on the edge of campus. Mm-hmm. And that goes from traffic flow to parking, just the movement of people in and out of there. So there are some unique challenges to that. I love having it in the center of campus. I think it's wonderful. But there's a lot to it when it comes to putting on a game of this magnitude. Mm-hmm. You know you're going to have that many people coming into town to watch that football game. And at the end of the day, you want to make sure that your student athletes are safe and secure, right? Mm-hmm. You want to make sure your fans are safe and secure and have a wonderful experience, and that's what we're trying to do in these meetings, is to make sure that all our efforts are coordinated to those things, to make sure we're achieving those objectives, and talking through all the different scenarios and what ifs, and how do we manage this, and what do we do if this happens, and who's responsible here, and everything from Josh is as detailed as this morning. We ended the meeting looking at where all the additional security is that we hired, where they're going to be positioned, right? And should we move them, and are they positioned in the appropriate places? And so there's just a lot. There's a lot of things that people don't think about. I'll give you an easy example. The president from Grand Valley likes to come and visit with our president, and so how are we getting her across the facility? Yeah. Right. Without making sure that because I'm sure people will be hurling compliments at her the whole way. So how do we do that in a safe and secure manner? So every little detail that people probably don't think about is discussed, and we try to think through it. There's so many people involved. I could take out our athletic staff. Cedric is here somewhere. He's involved in those conversations. Yes. Rob's involved in those conversations. There's just a lot of people. It really does take a big group of people to pull off an event this size.
And then last quick question for me. Actually, I know it's probably not a quick answer, but hockey in 2012, I know it's before your time, goes to the Frozen Four, puts really Ferris on the map, certainly with college hockey. 2018 men's basketball national championship, and then 3 football national championships in the last 4 years. What does athletics do when you have that kind of success as a front porch for the university that brings people to the university that might not otherwise know about Ferris State?
Well, I think obviously, when people hear about Ferris State, and you're going to hear often about any institution through its athletic program. That's just the nature of athletics, right? That's one of the values that athletics brings to any institution, and certainly when you're winning at a high level, which we have been doing, people are, I think, just naturally going to say, hold on, I got to take a look at this place. Like, what is this Ferris State all about? And so I think it gives you an opportunity to really leverage that success to help advance the mission of the institution. It gets donors engaged, it gets alumni engaged, and it just gets, I think, a huge sense of enthusiasm and excitement for the institution, for the university. And so you're right, Sandy. Like it is a big deal when you're having this level of success. And I have to give President Pink a ton of credit, because he has really taken advantage of our success and is leveraging it to help the institution, right? Advance it in so many other ways, right? So, and we should be a tool. I think, our value to the institution is that we're a tool for them to use, like I said, as I mentioned earlier, to advance the mission and vision of the institution.
Steve, before we let you go, I was going to ask you, former coach, you coached at Grand Valley, obviously the athletic director here at Ferris. Just what does this rivalry mean, this competition between both of these institutions?
Yeah, it's interesting, Rob, you say that, because I was talking to Drew Burton earlier today, who's our offensive line coach, who played for me at Grand Valley, right? He's our offensive line coach here at Ferris, and we were just talking about when we happened to be at Grand Valley at that time, the Ferris-Grand Valley rival was not what it is today, right? But Ferris had taken a little bit of a lull in its success in terms of wins and losses on the football field there for a few years. And so, but now that obviously has been since 2012, has been really rekindled, right? We've poured some gasoline on this thing. So it's obviously a huge football game. But for me, it's exciting to be a part of it, right? I mean, you don't get many opportunities to be a part of events like this in your lifetime. I mean, when you really think about it, right? If you really sit down and think, how many times do I get a chance to be a part of a really big event where there's a lot of emotion and a lot of excitement, and it's going to create a lot of memories, not only for myself but for a lot of other people. Not a lot of people get an opportunity to be a part of that. So sometimes I think, and I say it to Wyatt, who's sitting over here in Jarvis, don't take it for granted, man. Like. This stuff doesn't happen every day. These things don't happen every day in life, So you really want to suck it in. And I know it's kind of cliche to say, but they always say enjoy the moment. You have to enjoy it. You do. Yeah. Because like I said, these special moments, these opportunities to be a part of something like this isn't every day. I mean, most of the days of our lives are pretty mundane, So when you have an opportunity to go out and be a participant in this event, regardless of what your role is. Obviously, I would love to be these dudes because I'd rather be playing football than anything else. But to be a part of that, whether it's as an administrator or a coach or whomever, it's really exciting, and it's something you want to remember and you want to take in the moment, right? It's important to do that. So I just hope our players do that. As I get older, I do that because I'm getting older and I know I'm going to have less of these, right? You start saying, how many more times am I going to have an opportunity to be a part of something like this? And so you try to hey, there's a lot of work going on, or there's some anxiety, there's some stress, and there will be some issues that will arise, obviously, on Saturday with that many people in the stadium. But I also try to take a moment and just say, this is really cool. Take it in for a moment and then get back to work. So
finally, here before we let you go, we got a couple guys here, obviously, and we'll have some other student athletes here tonight, and we get a chance to interact with them and see them every day. But for those fans that maybe just see them on the field, maybe how proud of them are you, or are you of those individuals and those student athletes for the way they represent Ferris State University?
Oh, I'm incredibly proud of them, and I think it's too bad people don't get a chance to walk in our facilities every day and spend time with them, because I know that folks get incredibly proud of the results that they produce on the field or on the court, and they love to cheer them on. But man, these are wonderful human beings. The one thing I'll say about our student athletes, we have high character people, and they're just good people, right? And I think that's where it always begins. Success always begins by surrounding yourself with really good people, and we have really good people. And when you get a chance to spend time with these, and they're not really kids, I guess, young men, right? In this case, you just realize that the type of character that they have, how they carry themselves, the respect that they show other people, their compete level. I mean, they're just good. They're going to be successful in life, right? And they're going to represent Ferris State well. They're going to represent themselves well, their families well. So it's an awesome pleasure to be surrounded by really good people every day.
Well, Steve, we appreciate the time, and go Bulldogs on Saturday. Should be a fun game.
Yeah, go Dogs. Yeah, you bet.
We'll be back with more of the Bulldog Blitz football radio show after this 2-minute break right here on Sunny 97.3.
Grunst Brothers. No doubt you've heard of them. They opened up in 1946, and they're still owned and operated by second and third generation family. And that's how they feel about this community, their family. And they want to say thanks for keeping them in business for over 75 years. Grunst Brothers has the largest selection of liquor, beer, and wine, along with all your tailgating and party needs, plus 20 flavors of grab-and-go hand-dipped ice cream. They've even got those hard-to-find seasonal beers, too. Grunst Brothers, a proud supporter of the Big Rapids community and Ferris State Athletics, located on North State Street in Big Rapids.
Hi, Greg Fulmer from Fulmer & Sons Heating and Cooling. Our family has been serving the area for nearly 50 years, and it's my goal to research the best products to offer to our customers so you don't have to. Need a complete heating and cooling system? There's a lot to consider when purchasing a new heating and cooling system for your home. Turn to the experts. Turn to me, Greg Fomer, at Fomer & Sons Heating and Cooling to design a system perfect for your home. Give me a call at 796-3403. That's 796-3403 today to set up a free in-home evaluation.
They're out there, lurking about, watching you, waiting. And when you least expect it, wham! Accidents happen. Whether it's a deer, shopping cart, or another driver, it doesn't matter. Your pride and joy is a mess. Well, take a deep breath and call JR Customs and Collision, and they'll take all the worries out of getting your vehicle repaired. Whether it's sheet metal, fiberglass, or aluminum, JR Customs and Collision has the right technology along with years and years of experience to transform that mangled, broken mess back into your favorite four-wheeled friend. When you need them, the friendly and knowledgeable people at JR Customs and Collision are there to help. JR Customs and Collision, 19100 Northland Drive, Big Rapids. Call 231-598-9444. That's 231-598-9444. JR Customs and Collision. Find them on Facebook or go to their website, jrcustomsandcollision.com.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Bulldog Blitz football radio show, live from Applebee's. Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston with you here tonight as we gear up for the Anchorbone Classic coming up, of course, on Saturday, 1 o'clock at Top Taggart Field. And we're joined right now by Ferris State University redshirt freshman quarterback Wyatt Bauer. Wyatt, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity and to be on the show tonight.
What's it been like for you stepping into the starting quarterback position here this fall, and just how has it went for you personally through the first 7 games of the year?
Yeah, it's been good so far. We've been playing really good all around. All position groups have been playing well. It was a quick turnaround for me. I'm pretty young, going from summer and into spring. I had a lot of reps coming in, and I didn't really know what the situation was at that quarterback situation. But, I'm very fortunate to be in the position I am and to be able to lead this football team.
How beneficial has it been for you to have some guys ahead of you, guys like Jarvis here that have that experience, have kind of been through it on the offensive line?
Yeah, it's great just to learn from them and know that they'll have my back whenever. They're experienced guys. They're great to have them on the team, and especially at O-line for me, protecting for me. Just feel really grateful to have them.
This past weekend on the road, long road trip to Houghton, Michigan, but you guys came away with a 38-10 win. Just talk about that performance, maybe on both sides of the football. Obviously, the defense had a big game.
Yeah, it was a long trip up there. Didn't know how we were going to perform, but, we prepared the same way every week, just go out and perform. Offense had struggled, not a great first half. Could have played better, but O-line played great all game. They were great. And then obviously defense had, I think, 5 interceptions, so that really helped us when we were down in the first half. But yeah, defense really played well, just kept us up.
For you, how much did you take away from that experience last year as a redshirt freshman, learning from Carson Golker, Trinidad Chambliss, and those guys that have been veterans here in the Ferris State program?
Yeah, Trin was a great guy. I learned a lot from him, definitely in spring, because when he wasn't participating, he was back there coaching with Coach Anise and just giving me tips and everything. But yeah, scout last year. I played scout all year. It was a great experience just to get the speed of the game down and all that kind of stuff, and to play against the best defense in the nation. But it was just a great experience just to see what it was like to play at a top level of football.
And how ready were you, Wyatt, for that spring season? Because that was where you really kind of got a chance to really kind of get your hands on the control of the team. Because with Trinidad moving on, and you kind of really jumped in the saddle. What was the spring season like, and how much did you learn during the spring?
Yeah, spring was interesting. I got a lot of reps. I didn't know like I said, I didn't know what was going in spring. But Coach Anise believed in me and gave me a lot of reps in spring, getting me prepared for the season. It's paying off so far.
Mm-hmm. And then what's it been like? I know you've been asked this probably a bazillion times during your life, but playing with your brother, and what's that been like? Because I think you've gotten some attention, but your brother's a pretty good football player.
Yeah, no, we're pretty much carbon copies of each other. We just play different positions. I've been playing with him for my whole life, so we're pretty much hip to hip together all the time. We share a car and all that kind of stuff, still live together. But it's just great to have him on the team with me, knowing that I have a safe place to throw the ball, and he's just great all around.
So did you guys have to choose between who was going to have the long hair and who was going to have the short hair? How did that come about?
We actually both had long hair in high school. Like he
had long hair in high school?
Longer hair than mine right now. Yeah, we both had long hair in high school. It's pretty much what we were known for back home, having long hair. But he decided to cut his, and I wanted to grow mine out, so I just kept growing it.
So you kept growing it. That's all great stuff. And you're really fortunate at Ferris State. The team is fortunate. You have a lot of great skill players, and obviously Ferris State has been known historically to have great slot receivers that not only are great receivers but are great at running the football as well. Talk about so many of those weapons, because it's not like you're targeting one guy a bazillion times and nobody else is really getting targets. You're able to find a bunch of people and they can make plays.
Yeah, especially like Brady Rose, Cam Underwood, Tariq Brett, all those guys. Carson Gulker now at H-back tight end for us. I just have weapons all over the field, and I can trust them all to catch the ball for me and make plays.
Mm-hmm. And what's it like? Rob was talking to a little bit about the Nasty Boys, and you got one in back of you right now. Those guys, and they've really solidified that offensive line position. You lost two really good ones from last year, but those guys just seem to keep reloading.
Yeah, for sure. They're an experienced group. We got some younger guys like Ben Prestula in there, but they're just all around just amazing guys. Great to hang out with, great to spend time with, and I just know they're ready to go every single game.
And you and Tarek certainly had a lot of recruiting attention. What made Ferris State attractive to you guys?
Yeah, I grew up in Corona, Michigan. It's where Coach Neese is from. So I used to go to camps when I was in 6th grade all the way up through high school. Ferris camps when he was coaching here. I think it was just a great opportunity for both of us, and we both wanted to play the positions we wanted. I want to play quarterback, you want to play receiver. So they just gave us the opportunity we wanted, and just worked out to come here.
And I got to say, your family are elite tailgaters. And so talk a little bit about your family and just what they bring to that tailgate atmosphere, because they are obviously super energized and very supportive. What's it like having that great foundation?
Yeah, it's great. I know they're always going to be there for me. No doubts about that. But yeah, they like to party a little bit before the games, which I let loose a little bit, which I enjoy for them. But yeah, they're just great all around. Been supporting me all my life, so I wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
What's it? Just to kind of put your glasses on that can show you what the future is going to look like. What's Saturday going to be like?
Yeah, I have confidence in the game this Saturday. We prepared to practice this week, and it should be a great turnout.
Speaking of that turnout, Wyatt, what's it like playing in front of those fans? Should have a great crowd on Saturday, and I know a lot of support from the Bulldog fans.
Yeah, it's great. This Big Rapids reminds me of my small town, back home. And it's just great to have a community around us and supporting us for every game.
I know, obviously, this will be your first time on the field against Grand Valley, but what does this type of challenge mean for you guys as you kind of work towards some bigger goals here down the road?
Yeah, just take it one game at a time. We got big opponents coming up this week especially, but, we just got to come out and execute the way we do.
Well, Wyatt, we appreciate the time, and best of luck on Saturday, and have fun signing some autographs here tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll be back with more of the Bulldog Blitz football radio show in 2 minutes here on Sunny 97.3.
Hey, it's Paula.
Say your name here.
What?
And Rachel.
Oh, my goodness. We're from Three Girls Deli Bakery and Catering.
Let our award-winning experienced team deliver mouth-watering handmade food for your event.
From coordinating your theme to customizing your menu, we take care of everything at Three Girls.
Weddings, office events, family reunions, baby showers, bridal parties, memorials, private events, and more.
We'll provide full table service, or you can pick it up to go, no matter the amount of people.
Stop in to 106 North Michigan Ave in downtown Big Rapids.
Or send us a message to discuss your next event with Three Girls Deli Bakery and Catering.
#1 People's Choice Catering winner for a reason.
Michigan ADAS Calibrations and Glass are your auto windshield specialists. Chips, cracks, or worse? Michigan ADAS Calibrations and Glass can come to you with mobile windshield repair or replacement services, or they offer pickup and drop-off services that work so fast your car is back to you before you can say Michigan ADAS Calibrations and Glass. They are committed to fast, efficient, quality service, and their calibration specialists ensure your car's cameras are calibrated and keeping you safe. When your windshield needs work, trust Michigan ADAS Calibrations and Glass. Schedule your appointment online at michiganadas.com.
Bigger than any box score, local sports are a victory for the entire community. Building up leaders, breaking down barriers, connecting generations, teaching integrity, blazing a trail, sparking our economy. That's why Meyer sponsors hundreds of local sports teams throughout the Midwest. From Little League to the big leagues, uniforms to stadiums, Meyer knows when we support the home team, we all win.
Why is Simply Computers the area's favorite place to get their computers repaired? The answer is quite simple. Jason the Answer Man.
Hi.
Jason has been maintaining and repairing computers of all shapes, makes, and sizes for over 16 years, and he knows what makes them tick.
Bad fan.
Bad fan.
Or a dirty fan.
Dirty fan.
Well, either one could make them tick.
There you go, folks. Jason the Answer Man at Simply Computers in action right before your very ears.
Ta-da!
Simply Computers, the trusted name in computer repair. 120 South Michigan, Suite 4 in downtown Big Rapids, open Monday through Fridays, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Bulldog Blitz Football Radio Show. Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston with you. Tonight's show presented by Two Hats Ranch. Big thanks as well to Fox Motors of Cadillac and Reed City as we are live here at Applebee's and joined by Ferris State University Senior Center, Jarvis Windom. Jarvis, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
What's it been like for you? Obviously, the team off to a great start at 7-0 here this year.
It's great. Everybody's getting better every week, every day, so it's good going out there getting the W knowing that you're prepared.
Long trip this past weekend, but you guys got a big win over Michigan Tech. Just what did that mean, taking on a team that had just one loss on the year and being able to really kind of control the game at the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, so Michigan Tech is a great team. You know, they're pretty stout up front. They come with different movements, but, you know, we were ready for that. You know, we got off to a slow start. Defense had our back the whole game. We didn't capitalize on some of those possessions, but for the most part, I feel like we did a great job and came back in.
Of course, I know a lot of the fans know you guys as the Nasty Boys. I see the hat on here tonight. Just maybe talk about how that name kind of came about for the offensive line group.
Yep. So Tim Bob came up with the Nasty Boys. They're co-founders, so that's how they came up with it.
Obviously, a big game this Saturday against Grand Valley. Just how excited are you guys about taking on the Lakers here and finally back at home?
You know, I'm real excited. You know, it's obviously a big game, huge game across the whole state. It's a lot of outside noise, but we, at the end of the day, got to tune the outside noise down and just get prepared and get ready to ball.
And then what's it like, just kind of building on that point, because you guys have to really lock in as a family because everybody's talking about this and that and what it means. But, I mean, for you guys, it really is one game at a time. Just talk about that mindset.
The mindset is just get better every day, focus on us. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. We treat everyone the same. We're going to get better every day, and we're going to come out and perform on Saturdays.
And then what's it like, and I know I talked to you about this earlier in the preseason, you know, you guys went through a coaching change with your unit, but it's really been kind of business, you know, for you guys to continue moving forward. You guys you replaced some really good players that you lost on your offensive line with some new ones, and it's just like the beat just keeps going on. What does that say about kind of the identity of this offensive line?
I feel like everybody's just coachable and hungry and wants to get better. We always want to be better than we were. This year we want to be the best that it is in the country and the nation. So I feel like that Coach Burton is getting us well prepared, and he's been going through a lot of film studies with us, and he's just been getting our technique right on the field.
You know, a lot of people have talked about, you know, some of the losses that Ferris State has had as players have had other opportunities, but you guys just continue to tick and you keep developing players. What is it about this program that you guys just continue to develop players, not only in the offensive line, but overall in the offense, defense? You guys just continue to develop talent. It's like a really special program.
Yeah, so it's next man up mentality. All the young guys work so hard for their opportunity, so when their opportunity comes, they take advantage of it. They look at the guys that were older in front of them, and they would just work their tails off, and when their time comes, they perform, and they do a great job at it.
And what's it like for you to be a part of this athletic department? Because we got players from our soccer and our volleyball teams, and there's just a lot of success across the board. Volleyball obviously had a great season last year. Our basketball teams have been really good. What's it like walking around that complex and just having so many teams that understand winning?
Yeah, it's a blessing, honestly. You got a lot of people who are champions that's walking around, and everybody around you with the same mindset and the same goals. So it's good to keep those people around you. So I feel like that everybody supporting each other, and it's very good for athletics.
Yep.
Jarvis, I know this game, obviously Saturday, a big one, but I know you guys have some huge goals here as well again this year. Just how important is it to continue to attack, I guess, one day at a time on the practice field when you guys take the field on Saturday as well?
Yeah, it's always important to take it one day at a time. We don't want to look too far ahead because that's how teams get caught up just looking too far ahead. I feel like just working on yourself every day, getting better. As long as you're getting better, working on yourself every day, you should be able to perform every week. You shouldn't look past an opponent, a different opponent. You should just worry about you and your team, and then you'll be able to perform.
Maybe talk about here for you being a senior now and kind of what it means to kind of be a leader of that offensive line, not only with the guys you're playing next to, but some of the younger guys coming up in the program.
Yeah, it means a lot because I had a lot of guys that I looked up to when I was younger. So just to be that person for those younger guys and lead them and teach them the way, lead by example. I don't talk much, but I'm starting to be more vocal, but I'm leading by example. And those guys have done a very good job of going out there on the field and doing, like, great things. Just looking at us, me, Tim Bob, Dane and Ben Pastula, they're showing the way. So I feel like we're doing a very good job showing the young guys the way.
And finally here, obviously first time since 2022, Grand Valley's came here 4 straight at Lubber Stadium. Just how special is it to have them here at home being a senior this year?
It's very special because I haven't played Grand Valley personally at home at all yet. So I've been there the last 3 games that I've played. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be crowded. I'm ready to see everybody out there, the fans, and I'm ready to get the W, man.
Well, Jarvis, we appreciate the time. Best of luck here to the Bulldogs on Saturday, and have fun the rest of the night.
Appreciate it. You too, man.
We'll be back to wrap up the Bulldog Blitz football radio show after this 2-minute break right here on Sunny 97.3.
Where do you find the area's freshest, most delicious handcrafted sandwiches? The answer is simple. 2 Cheesy Guys in downtown Big Rapids. Using only the best meat, 2 Cheesy Guys serves up your choice of 26 different signature sandwiches, including a build-your-own sandwich, lunch combos, soup, and more. Plus, if you're looking for authentic charcuterie, 2 Cheesy Guys has you covered. They're the area's original source for creative charcuterie. Let their trained chefs create something for you or your special event. 2 Cheesy Guys, a bite of happiness. 110 North Michigan Avenue, downtown Big Rapids.
Let's just try not to embarrass ourselves and everything will be fine.
Is that a Pepsi Wild Cherry?
Oh, no.
Too late. You know something, Steve? Flavor Mania is about to run wild.
No, not Flavor Mania.
Pepsi Wild Cherry's about to drop a flavor suplex right into your pie hole. It's going to hit your taste buds with a top rope elbow of flavor. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be refreshing. It's going to...
Does this always have to happen when you drink Pepsi Wild Cherry?
You better believe it, brother.
Pepsi Wild Cherry, now available in 0 sugar. That's what I like.
You're more than a student at Ferris State. You're a Bulldog. Hey, this is Bill Pink, president of Ferris State University. And whether you're conquering challenges in the classroom or dominating the field as one of our national champions, being a Bulldog means never letting go of your goals. Whether you're a future business leader, a healthcare hero, an esports innovator, or have your sights set on another extraordinary path, at Ferris State, you'll accelerate your life forward at the speed of industry.
Everybody save me one.
So unleash the Bulldog in you at Ferris State University. Apply now at ferris.edu.
Do you have life insurance? Life insurance is important for the financial security of your loved ones. The Schuberg Insurance Agency has been a top 25 agency for auto owners' life insurance. With many types of life insurance available, it can be challenging to find out what life insurance policy is right for you. Contact the Schuberg Insurance Agency and Auto Owners Insurance for a free consultation on your life insurance needs. 231-796-5881 or visit our website at SchubergAgency.com. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder focused, and education based.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Bulldog Blitz football radio show presented by Two Hats Ranch. Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston with you live here from Applebee's in Big Rapids as we wrap up, Sandy, what's been a quick hour here of the show. Went very fast here tonight.
It is, and we might have to get our guy Nate to make this kind of a regular thing because it's just been a lot of fun to just kind of be out engaging with people and to have the student athletes out here and them engaging and to be able to bring it out here into the community. It's just really a special thing. So it's just been a great hour for us.
Of course, fans, you can still stop by here at Applebee's for the next couple hours as we'll have some student athletes here signing autographs, including the 2 guys we just heard from here on the Bulldog Blitz football radio show as gear up for a big matchup on Saturday. Should be a fun game. Again, fans encouraged to buy tickets in advance online, ferrisstatebulldogs.com/tickets. Expecting a huge crowd here on Saturday when Grand Valley comes to town.
Yeah, I mean, the history of this rivalry, particularly recently, has been huge crowds, engaged crowds, and that's the way it should be for a rivalry of this magnitude, with two teams separated by a little over an hour, and yet two teams that are among the elite programs in the country. I mentioned it earlier, 7 combined national championships between these two programs, and so two programs that take a lot of pride. They're going to get it together on the field, and I mean, it's always a fun atmosphere to be a part of, whether it's in Big Rapids or it's in Allendale.
Of course, tailgate lots do open at 10 a.m. We'll have a live Division I Rejects show from the stadium just across the tailgate lot from Top Taggart Field at the IRC building coming up on Saturday from 10 to 12:15. You can catch that show live as well on YouTube, one of the top football social media platforms out there, spotlighting the Anchorbone Classic.
Yeah, they really do a great job of highlighting, small college football and sports, and it's really great to have them come here to Big Rapids, because it really shows what level this game is on, and that they have the interest in coming and bringing their show here to Big Rapids. The work that they do beforehand, the work that they're going to do day of, it really speaks to the nature of this rivalry and how well it's respected across the country.
Of course, a big game. Ferris State 7-0, ranked number 1 in the country. The Bulldogs winners of 21 straight, a school record going back to last year, taking on the Lakers, who are 4-2, coming off a tight setback to Saginaw Valley, 20-19 last weekend. But throw the records kind of out the window in a rivalry like this. Yeah,
it's a cliche, but it's so true. Between these two teams, and they're going to come in and play really, really hard, and they're coming off a really tough loss. You mentioned a 1-point loss at home to Saginaw Valley, and so they're going to be a motivated team anyway, just coming off of a loss. But then you throw the rivalry on top of it, they're going to be even extra motivated. And so, and we know our guys. We just talked to two of our guys, two of our key players, and we know that they're going to be ready to go. They're going to be highly motivated as well. And again, those are part of the ingredients, the secret sauce, if you will, of a great rivalry.
Of course, we'll have all the coverage for you on Saturday, a replay of tonight's show from 11 to 12. We'll have the Johnson Automotive pregame show at noon from inside the Wheeler Pavilion. Again, kickoff at 1 o'clock. Should be a fun afternoon as the Bulldogs take on the Lakers.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I know I'm personally going to get there early because I'm not trying to get caught in a big traffic line there, so I'm definitely going to get there early and looking forward to it. And I think our fans are looking forward too. And, just ventured around the ticket office, and I saw our students coming in, and they're really grabbing their tickets, and hopefully they will continue to pick up their tickets and make sure that they're ready for this game. And so it's going to be a great atmosphere. Looking forward to it.
Huge thank you to Steve Masters at Sunny 97.3, along with all of our advertising partners for helping make this broadcast possible, including Two Hats Ranch, our presenting sponsor, along with Fox Motors of Cadillac and Reed City. Got to give a huge thank you to Applebee's, outstanding hospitality here tonight, and a nice crowd on hand here to catch the show and get some autographs here this evening.
There's no doubt about it. It smells great here at Applebee's, and just great food, great partnership, and just love the atmosphere that they've been able to provide us. And shout out to our guy Nate, who's right here next to us, to be able to help make this happen, and hopefully we'll be able to replicate this a little bit more in the years to come. But just a great environment, and glad to be a part of it.
Of course, you can catch the Bulldog Blitz football radio show each week on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. throughout the season right here on Sunny 97.3 and online at FerrisStateBulldogs.com. As we hit the top of the hour, 7 o'clock, again, kickoff on Saturday, a 1 p.m. game, the Anchorbone Classic between Ferris State and Grand Valley State. Should be a big one here at Top Taggart Field. For my partner Sandy Golston, Rob Bentley with you. Have a great night, everyone, and thanks for tuning in right here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, Sunny 97.3.